Hello everyone, welcome to Theory of Computation lecture. In this lecture, we will see design a finite automata to check whether the given decimal number is divisible by 3 or not. So we solve this problem by another way. If you divide any number by 3, so residue is either 0, either 1 or either 2. That is, if you divide any number by 3, so remainder is either 0, either 1 or either 2. If you consider the number, suppose 0, 3, 6, 9. We divide any number from this by 3, so we are getting the remainder as 0. If we divide the number 1, 4, 7 by 3, so we are getting the remainder as a 1. If we divide the number 2, 5, 8 by 3, so we are getting the value or remainder as a 2. So we consider here the state in this problem as a remainder value. So suppose this is state 1, state 2, state 3. State 1 represented as a 0 remainder state, state 2 represented as 1 remainder state, whereas state 3 represents as a 2 remainder state. So we consider this as Q0 state, Q1 state and Q2 state. Q0 state states that whenever we divide any number by 3, so we are getting the remainder as 0. Q1 state, whenever we divide any number by 3, so we are getting the value as 1, and we divide any number by 3, so we are getting the remainder as a 2. So we solve the problem likewise. So we consider 0, 3, 6, 9 for this Q0 state, 1, 4, 7 for this Q1 state, and 2, 5, 8 as a Q2 state. So we start with the Q0 state. Suppose Q0 state. Suppose Q0 state is represented as a 0 remainder state, means the number is completely divisible by 3. So if suppose any number from 0, 3, any number from 0, 3, 6 and 9 is come, it is remains at Q0 state because it is completely divisible by 3. So whenever suppose number is come 147, number is come suppose 147, so whenever we divide this number by 3, we are getting the remainder as a 1. So here 147 number come, so we transmit it to Q1 state because it considered as the remainder 1 state. Next is 258. Whenever any number is come from 258, so we transmit it to 58. We transmit it to Q2. That is remainder 2 state. So at Q0 state, we consider first input, second input and third input. Suppose number is there, suppose 3. So we divide this 3 at Q0 state, 3 come, it remains at Q0 state. Means this is completely divisible by 3. So that's why we are considering this as the final state. Suppose number is come 4, 4 by 3. So we are getting the remainder as the 1. So it comes at Q1 state. Suppose number is 8. So we are having the remainder as 2. So it transmits to the Q2 state. Suppose 2-digit number is there, 10. We consider 10 number. So 10 divided by 3, we are getting the value as a 1. That is remainder as a 1. Because 3 into 3, 9, 1 is remain. So that's why this 1 is there. So 1 is represented as the Q1 state because this is the remainder 1 state. So firstly 1 is come, so it goes to Q1 state. After that 0 is come, it remains at Q1 state. Suppose 0. If we consider 13 number, okay, 3 take from this. We consider 30 number, again remainder is 1. We consider 16 number, again remainder is 1. We consider 19 number, again remainder is 1. So any of this number is come at Q1 state, so it remains at Q1 state because the residue or the remainder is 1. So we consider here 0, 3, 6 and 9. Any number is come at Q1 state because number from Q0 state, suppose 1, 4, 7, any number is come, so it goes to Q1 state. Suppose if we consider number 4 and 3, 43 divided by 3. So residue is nothing but 1 because 14 into 3, 42 and only 1 is remain, so that's why we consider as a remainder and it is available at Q1 state. So if suppose at Q1 state 1 is come, after that suppose 0 is come, after that again 1 is come, 101, 101. So divided by 3, so we are getting the value as a 2 because 33 into 3 as a 99, residue is 2 or remainder is 2. So if suppose any value from 1, 4, 7 is come at Q1 state, so we are transmitting to remainder state 2. So remainder state 2 is Q2. So that's why this transition is available. So any number from 1, 4, 7 is come at Q1 state, we transmit it to Q2 state. We transmit it to Q2 state. Next, at Q1 state, this input is completed, this input is completed, only input is remain is 258. At Q1 state, suppose any number is come from 258, so what happened? Suppose number 1 is there, after that suppose 0 is come, it come at Q1 state, after that suppose 2 is come, that is 102. That is 102. So 102 is completely divisible by 3 because we are getting the divisor as a 34. 34 into 3, we are getting the value 102, that is completely divisible by 3 whenever after at Q1 state 258 is number is there, so we are transmitting to Q0 state because it is completely divisible by 3. So here is the transition. This transition considered as number 258. We are considering it as a 258. Just a minute. Okay. Multiplication. Next is Q2 state. All the transition at Q1 state and Q0 state is completed. Next is Q2 state. Suppose at Q2 state 0, 0, 3, 6, 9 is come at Q2 state. From Q0 state to Q2 state, either it takes from number suppose 258. With this number, it reaches to the Q2 state. Suppose number is 2. After that 0 is come. That is 20 number. 20 divided by 3, we are getting the remainder as a 2. So 2 is nothing but the remainder 2 state. So that's why any number is come from 0, 3, 6 and 9. So it remains at Q2 state. Suppose second input, first input completed, second input, suppose any number from 147. If we consider this as a 21 or 24 or 27 divided by 3, so it is completely divisible by 3. So if any number from this 147 at Q2 state, so it is completely divisible by 3. So it reaches to the Q0 state, that is final state. Now last is consider the input 147 at Q2 state. 147 at Q2 state. Suppose at Q0 state, suppose 2 number is come, it reaches to the Q2 state. At Q2 state, suppose 1 number is come. 1 number is come. Okay, we have considered already 147. 147 already we have taken. So next input is 258. Next input is 258. After this 2, suppose again 2 is there. After this 2, again 2 is there. So we are having 22 divided by 3. So we are having the remainder is 1. So remainder 1 is nothing but the Q1 state. So any number from 258 is come at Q2 state. So we are transmitting it to Q1 state. Q1 state. Now we are providing any number to this finite automata. Suppose the number is 237. Number is 237. Divided by 3, that is nothing but 2. At Q0 state, suppose 2 is come, it goes to Q2 state. At Q2 state, suppose 3 is come, it remains at Q2 state. At Q2 state, suppose 7 is come, at Q2 state, suppose 7 is come, it goes to Q0 state. Means this number is completely, Q2 state, suppose 7 is come, it reaches to the Q0 state. So it is completely divisible by 3. So how? Divided by 3. Okay. 3, 7s are 21. So 2 is remain. After that the 7 is come, divided by 3. So we are getting direct 9 into 3, 27. We are having the remainder at 0. So that's why it reaches to the Q0 state. Again second number is come. Suppose we have taken suppose 57 number. 57 divided by 3. So firstly 3 ones are 3, 2 is remain. After that 7 is come, 3 nines are 27. So 5 is come at Q0 state. So it goes to Q2 state. After that 7 is come, it goes to Q0 state. Means it is completely divisible by 3. Now next number, suppose 59. 59 divided by 3. So how? Q0 state, suppose 5 is come, it goes to Q2. After that 9 is come, it remains at Q2 state. Means remainder 2 state at Q2 state. 3 ones are 3, 2 is remain. After that 9, 3 9s are 27. 3 9s are 27, to 2 is remain. So that's why we consider as a remainder 2 state at Q2 state. So this is the final DFA to check whether the given decimal number is divisible by 3 or not. So this is divisible by 3. If you want to design a transition table for this, so it is very simple. Suppose we are having the state Q0, suppose Q0, Q1 and Q2, and the inputs are 0, 3, 6, 9. First input, second input 258, second input is 258 and third input is 147. Okay, we consider this. Simple, very simple. Q0 state, suppose 0, 3, 6, 9 is come, so it remains at Q0 state. Q0 state, suppose 258 is come. Q0 state 258 is come, it goes to Q2 state. Q0 state 147 is come. Q0 state 147 is come, it goes to Q1 state. Next is at Q1 state. At Q1 state 0369 is there. At Q1 state 0369 is there. It remains at Q1 state. Q1 state, suppose 258 input is there. 258 input is there. So it again goes to Q0 state. Q1 state, suppose 147 input is there. Q1 state 147 input is there. So it goes to Q2 state. Very simple. At Q2 state 0369 input is there. Q2 state 0369 input is there. So it remains at Q2 state. So it remains at Q2 state. Okay. Next is Q2 state 258 input is there. Q2 state 258 input is there. So it goes to Q1 state. It goes to Q1 state. And last is Q2 state, suppose 147 input is there. 147 input is there. So it goes to Q0 state. To Q0 state. So this is the final deterministic finite automata design, and this is the transition table for this design. Okay, I hope you understood this. If you still not subscribe my channel, please subscribe it. If you like this video, please share it.